And then right under this waterfall
is a cave.
We're going to put a behemoth stone gateway right here that is going to block off the whole entrance. And this cave, nothing spawns in it. You have a nice little water source there. You got some metal and obsidian. Hello everybody, I am Rick Dangerous and I am 35 years old.
Hello everyone, and my name is Ellie and I'm 7 years old. And I am Clementine and I'm 5 years old.
And we are going to teach you guys how to play ARK Survival Evolved Primal Fear mod. And we're going to teach you how not to die over and over and over again. Do other creatures? No. This mod is very, very tough. And I'm going to give you tips and tricks on not only how to survive your first hour, but how to progress through the game and get into the nuts and bolts of how to do it quickly and efficiently. So we're on the Ragnarok map. We have Primal Fear installed, and we're spawning in at Viking Bay number 1. I have a lot of other mods installed, and I'll talk about those during the video, and I'll put a link in the description of the video to list out specifically what mods I have installed. I'm going to be a little scatterbrained at first because there's going to be a lot of things trying to kill us. So I might lose focus. Like we just spawned in next to an alpha. So he's aggroed already. We might be able to lure him into other creatures. No. I don't know. That might have been an apex, not an alpha. He did some sort of fireball attack on us. So you'll see right off the bat, everything in Primal Fear wants to kill you. There's the Alpha Dota in front of me. He's aggroed. I don't know what that other guy was, but it was a one-shot kill. You couldn't really avoid it. But we'll just chalk that up into unfortunate early game death. So to start, we are going to run as fast as possible to a safe area, which I would call maybe this. Looks pretty safe. I think we outran the dodo. Everything in our immediate vicinity is safe. So in front of us is I believe that's a fabled triceratops. You may know from normal ARK, you have your normal creatures, you have your tech creatures, and then you have your alpha creatures. And alpha creatures are insanely more powerful than the normal creature. Well, this mod takes it to a whole nother level. We're going to have toxic creatures, alpha creatures, apex creatures, elemental, fabled, demonic, celestial, primal, origin, primal tech. It just gets harder and harder to the point where enemies have 3 million hit points, 30 million, 100 million. It just scales up insane. We are going to try to make our way to a safe area. But there is currently a fabled triceratops and a toxic parasaur stopping our way. We're going to make a run for it. I don't know if I aggroed them. I don't think so. They do aggro, unlike their normal counterparts, but you have to get pretty close to aggro them. So we're going to stop here and get stamina. It's going to be hard just getting to our shelter, let alone actually begin playing the game. There's crates that wash up on a beach here on the Ragnarok map. So we want to get those crates and get to...
Yep. And there's a dodo chasing you?
There is a dodo chasing me. So what I was doing there is I was standing still at first to get my stamina fully back before I made a run for it. And I'm doing that again. There's also a kamikaze dodo coming at me. Those things will chase you for a very long time. So we're going to try to make our way down here without dying of fall damage. Took a little. And we're just going to make a run for it. I'm using K on the keyboard to switch my view. That dodo is still in hot pursuit. Alright. You have to be careful that I don't use up all my stamina and then run into another toxic dodo or another alpha dodo. He has finally stopped his aggro, so that's good. So right above my head are the crates on the beach, and we're going to go to those now. So this looks pretty safe right now. Our shelter is going to be right around these rocks here, and I'll show you that in a second. So the beginning of the mod is just like the beginning of the normal game. You got to do your basics. You got to unlock your pick. You got to unlock your hatchet, things like that. It's just a lot harder with everything in the game trying to kill you. I do have a mod installed that auto learns the Engrams as you level up. That just saves me a lot of time from having to go to the Engram screen. You do get every Engram in the game, which you could say is a little cheaty, but I'm not even going to really use them. There's only really a select few of Engrams that I even actually need. I'm not going to be building, you know, castles and pretty things. So we're going to open these crates quickly. So we got stone arrows in that crate. Okay, so we got a metal hatchet in that crate. So what we're going to do, and this is a little trick, the metal hatchet has a lot more damage than the stone pick. So we're going to open the rest of the crates using the metal hatchet, because the more damage you do to the crates, the more stuff that comes out. I don't really want that Oviraptor to, I might have butchered the name there. I don't have a spear yet, so I'm just kind of trying not to aggro him.
Well, you just got a spear out of that box.
Did I get a spear? Let's check it out.
Did you?
Yeah, I got a sword. Good catch, Ellie. I'm going to drop the extra hatchet, and I'm going to drop the spears now that I got a sword. I also got a pike, which is awesome. Okay. So, first things first. This mod makes it very hard to get hide, because there's not many normal creatures that would drop hide. We're kind of lucky that there's 2 dodos here. So whenever there's an easy creature nearby, always kill it for hide. Because, like I said, we're always going to be low on hide. I'm going to drop these shields because they're just weighing us down. I'm going to make a small box because I know that doesn't need a foundation. I'm using the Structured Plus mod, which enhances the way you can make structures and place them, among other things. Alright. So, step 1, find the shelter. Well, right there it is. It's this little cave in here. It's open on both sides, but it's enough shelter. Things don't spawn in there. We're going to set up a temporary crafting base in there and make metal tools. We already have the metal hatchet, but we need the metal pick. The reason we need the metal pick is just above my head is a rock that has a crystal behind it. And that crystal is pretty rare on this map down by the beach. All the crystals up high in the mountains with terrible, terrible dinosaurs, but there's one crystal right above my head there that we're going to go get. I see a Primal Tech Triceratops just above my head. He will kill us in one hit. We definitely don't want to bring him over this way. So, priority number 1 is let's level up. We need to get to level 20. I think we have enough hide now to make the bed. So let's go ahead and lay down a very small foundation and get a bed down in case we die. I don't know if we can make a wooden foundation yet. We're so close. We just need one more level. So let's just hack down this log, level up, and now we can make the wooden foundation. So we need more wood. I think I'll only make maybe 2.
You're very low on water.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and drink, and I'll make a water skin. I'll go ahead and make cloth armor, or cloth clothing, I guess they call it. That's not going to really help me from getting killed by an alpha, but it will protect me from being cold all the time. So I'm just going to go 2 foundations. I'm going to make the bed. And then, yeah, we really just need forges next. So let's lay down the foundations. We want to do it like right underneath this little ceiling here for some protection. And getting the bed down, I would call a small victory. Because now if we die, we can respawn here and not have to do that crazy run past all those dangerous enemies. Alright. Let's check our levels here. And let's get our water skin down on our hotbar, and we need to make a reusable bola. I'm using a mod called Reusable Plus that allows you to make bolas and spears that can be reused. They don't break. So that just saves a lot of time early on in the game not having to craft so many bolas. The fact that I got the crates washed up on the beach, I totally skipped spears because I'm already using a pike and a sword. Primal Fear mod has a early game item called a Primal Spear. I'm going to craft one of those. You need 8 narcotics to make that. And that's a spear laced with a trank on the front. So you can actually knock out enemies using the spear. Now the spear will break, so I recommend carrying a stack of 2 at all times. So that means we're going to need 16 narco berries. I see a easy enemy here. Whoops, I accidentally crafted another foundation.
But that's okay.
That is okay. Let's get the bola. Did I make it yet? I meant to press 5 to get my bola. Okay. Where'd that enemy go? There's a little dino around here. There he is. Alright. So, let's make these primal spears. Crafting, primal spear. Oh, we can make 4. We'll make 3. And then we're going to go harvest some metal nodes. And then we should be high enough level to make the forge. So the reason we need the metal pick is so we can harvest that crystal and make a SpyGlass. So there's a couple metal nodes in this shelter too, which is nice. So we're getting encumbered. I did place a storage box back there, I believe, although it's not on our base. So we'll go make another storage box.
But you need to get this stuff out of the other
Yeah.
storage box.
Yep. Let's go ahead and grab this other metal node real quick. That'll level us up, and then we'll put more in weight so we can carry more. Okay, something's spitting at me. A dillo jumped out of nowhere and almost killed me. Fortunately, it was a normal one and not an alpha. But that was some good XP for killing it. Okay. Health is low. Let's go ahead and level up weight. And we are level 20. So we are going to make a smithy. Well, we need the forge first. So let's check if we can make the forge. We can. To make another forge, we need flint and hide. So we'll just start with one forge. We're going to get all our metal in here and get that cooking. Let's go ahead and make a campfire. Okay. And then let's get some meat on there. All right. We have that other foundation. We might as well place it. We got the primal spears. We'll put those in our hotbar. I got a drink for the water skin. Okay. And Clementine says we need to eat food just on time. Just on cue. Okay. So let's go get some hide so we can make another forge. There was that Primal Tech Triceratops over here, so we need to be very careful that we don't get too close to it. It looks like it actually killed a, is that an alpha something? I see red over there. What is that, Ellie?
Daddy, don't forget to get the items out of that other storage box.
Okay, we'll go do that. We're going to be Vulture right now, and
that is a dodo.
Is that an alpha dodo?
I think.
And it dropped. Oh, good. So we got potent trank arrows and some armor. Awesome. So that was just a free find we got there. Something killed that dodo. Alpha dodos are pretty easy to kill. So even if it was alive, we could have killed it with a bola and a sword. But we'll take what the game gives us. We did need some hide. Now that alpha dodo drops alpha hide. We need regular hide for the forge. Okay. So that's actually a pretty good start. Let's go make this smithy. Oh, and like Ellie said, we need to empty this out quick. We'll pick this up. Alright, so we probably have 5 metal ingots now, and that should be enough to make the smithy.
And that thing that you have right there is like halfway off the edge of your foundation.
It is. So I did that just to save space so we can fit more on the foundation at once. Things are allowed to hang off the edge using the Structured Plus mod. So I just kind of use that as a way to save space. This base is very temporary. We're going to be moving bases here pretty soon. Alright, so can we make the pick? So I type in metal, and yes, here's the pick. We're going to craft one, we're going to drop the other pick, and then we're going to go get that crystal. And that crystal is actually right where that dodo was dead, so we know it's pretty safe over there. And before we do that, let's make that other forge. And Clementine says, I need food.
Again.
Flint. We need 2 flint.
But, like you said, first you need to eat.
Okay. Alright, and we'll grab the meat off the campfire too. Alright, so we should be able to make the forge now. I'm going to pull the resources from the smithy. Structured Plus has this nice button up here that lets you pull resources from nearby structures. Okay. So if we have any more metal on us, we only have 1. And all our wood is in there. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more metal. And then we'll go get that crystal. No, let's get the crystal. We'll get the metal first. It's right here. Okay, so we're going to run up here. Get this metal. So, next steps. We're gonna get a crystal spyglass. What's that let us do, Ellie?
That means it will let you see the animals from far away and see what level they are, so you don't need to get right next to them.
Perfect, yes. And the awesome SpyGlass mod that I have installed will actually outline the enemies too, so it's easier to see them. So it's just gonna be a great tool for us to use.
Good that block just fell from the ceiling and didn't land on your head.
Yeah. Alright. Let's level up some weight. And let's go get that crystal. So So once we get to SpyGlass, we're going to power level our way to level 38. Do we have a bow? I can't remember. I don't think we do. So we're going to have to make a crossbow too.
And after you get the SpyGlass, you'll probably tame something, right?
I think so, yeah. Well, we want to tame a... We're using Viking Bay as like a safe area that's easy to start the game.
And there's an egg.
We're going to get that alpha egg. That's probably from that alpha dodo that had died. We're using Viking Bay as an area to just get started and to get our pteranodon. And then we're going to fly out of here and go to a cave to build in. That's much safer. So we got the metal pick, and then we use that metal pick to get the crystal.
But remember, there are huge centipedes and stuff in caves.
Right. The cave we're going to build in is pretty safe.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to kill this alpha dodo. That's going to give us a lot of XP. And he might drop a loot bag.
Really?
It might. It did.
Oh, good.
So that has potent trank arrows, which is great. Okay, there's a kamikaze dodo. You can't even bowl those things. They just explode and they're going to kill you. So we need to be very careful. I really wanted to tame that pteranodon. Maybe we can do both. This is going to be risky. So we're going to bowl this guy. Whoops, I missed. Oh, the pteranodon flew away anyway. Oh, there's a egg here.
But he just laid it. He's gonna be angry.
No, I think the toxic dodo that's chasing us actually laid that. Okay, so those toxic or the kamikaze dodos, they chase you for a very long time. So you have to be very careful that you don't run all the way back to base and he's still chasing you, because he'll actually chase you all the way back to your base. Okay. So we just tamed, well, we're going to tame a pteranodon. It's actually a pretty high level too. But we need to make sure that those dodos are not still chasing us. Do you see them, kids?
No, I don't see them.
Yeah, I think they stopped. So that's great. We're going to leave that pteranodon there. Actually, oh, yes, Sally?
You're just going to want to keep looking behind you in case they're not.
Yeah.
Really far away.
We actually got a tame helper from one of those dodos that was killed. That's going to make this guy eat 50 times faster. So that way we can tame him really fast. And I just wanted to get him usually I would save that for like a much bigger creature, like a big triceratops or something. But I wanted to get out of there as soon as possible because I got lucky. I got a pteranodon. It's a high level. And we want to get back safe. So we're going to tell him to stop. And let's see here. We got a chest piece armor. Oh, it's a blueprint. Okay. Get off the base, birdie. Just here. Okay. Let's see what we have. We're going to need a crossbow for sure. Oh, he's in the fire. If he dies from a fire, what in the heck? That bird landed right in the fire. Did you see that, Clementine? Jeez. He's hurt. Okay, we're crafting our SpyGlass. How much damage did he take? I guess not a lot. Yeah, not much. He's a high level. Alright, so we're going to put the SpyGlass on our toolbar. Oh, we leveled up a lot. Wow. Okay. Let's do melee to 250, weight to 300, and then we'll start pumping some in health. Okay, so in 3 levels we can make the saddle. But to make the saddle, we need chitin and keratin. So we want to look for trilobites. It's getting dark.
Yeah, maybe you should do that
Okay,
tomorrow.
we'll make the crossbow first. So we're going to craft the bow. We have potent trank arrows And we can craft 4 more because we had some potent narcotics. So those were dropped by alpha dodos. Cool. So we have 13 potent trank arrows. And those are 9 times more effective than a normal trank arrow. So shooting something with that once is like hitting it 9 times. Alright, we have the pteranodon. We need 3 more levels for level 38, which will come fast. We just need the saddle. So we are going to go look for trilobites, or turtles will also drop. There's the Primal Tech Triceratops. He has 45,000 health and does a ton of damage, so we want to stay away from him. Yeah. I don't see any trilobites right now. I think we can also make the DinoTracker now that I think about it. So let's go back to base and get a metal ingot.
But really, it's way too dangerous to go down in the ocean on this mod, right?
Yes, it is. It is too dangerous to go in the ocean. Let's get 1 metal ingot here. And now we can craft the DinoTracker. And that is a mod as well. And we'll show that off here in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in my hotbar, number 8. And if I left click, I can say show wild dinos near me. And this shows all the wild dinos that are close to me. These turtles will drop the keratin we need for the pteranodon saddle. So let's go try to kill one of these turtles. We'll go with the level 20. So I hit find, and the arrow is pointing that way. So he's over this way. Well, we're not going to tame him. We're going to kill him for his shell, because his shell has...
the stuff you need to make a pteranodon saddle?
Yes, his shell has the stuff we need to make the saddle. And really what we want to do is get a saddle on our bird and get out of here as soon as possible. I'm just letting my stamina refill briefly, and I'm going to put my meat on the hotbar for now.
Is that a package? No, that's a rock.
Okay, so there's a turtle. We're going to switch to stone arrows for him to lure him away from all that other stuff. Okay. That's an alpha next to him. Oh, good. We got 2 turtles in 1 hit. So we just got to make sure we don't get too close to that alpha. I'm going to save the arrows and just switch to my pike. They're coming slowly but surely.
That one.
And I love this SpyGlass because you can see in the top left it shows you all the stats for the turtle, including its health, which makes it very nice to be able to see what's going on. This one's actually hung up on a tree right now. So I have some good armor on that was dropped. Almost, yep. I have some good armor that the dodo's dropped. So he's only doing 1 damage to me per hit, which is pretty insane. Alright, so we need 75 keratin to make this saddle. I guess I should have upgraded melee damage before. Well, I'm done with melee damage. So let's see how much keratin we have.
You leveled up.
Yep. We have 76. Kids, we did it.
What?
We have just enough for the pteranodon saddle.
Oh, good.
So, all we need to do now is get to level 38, which will be any second. We're at level 37 right now.
Oh, I thought you said you were level 76.
Nah. Alright, we're just going to hack away at some of this wood. To level up.
And you'll have enough more to make some more wood foundations so your base can be bigger.
Yeah, so we're actually going to hop on this bird and we're going to travel to the new base. And it's going to be so much safer than the place we're at right now. let's go ahead and get back in here. And we'll just hack some rocks until we level up. Oops, those aren't breakable. Alright.
I thought the ones in the water had metal.
Some of the smooth ones do. Okay, so we're crafting the saddle. Now we're going to be limited by how much weight he can carry. So we're going to level his weight right away. We're just using him to transport. Alright. We are going to pick all this up.
So you're going to move to a new spot?
We are going to move to a new spot. And if you're following along in the video and you're playing Primal Fear on Ragnarok, I highly recommend following me to this new place. So we are going to...
And make sure your bird doesn't fall. Good.
Let's try that. Oh, maybe you have to repair it before you can pick it up. I'm just going to demolish it. We'll leave the bed here just as a spawn place. We might have to drop some items that are too heavy. We don't need all these swords.
So you're filling them. You only need one sword.
These primal pikes weigh a lot. Well, let's see. The eggs weigh a lot. Let's see what the bird can carry. I mean, he's pretty full, but not quite. So we'll just take him this way and we'll drop some stuff from the air. So we are going to head to the northeast.
Yep.
And there is a cave in the northeast that enemies will not spawn in. And we can build a dinosaur gate and kind of block ourselves in. And the Primal Fear map is very dangerous. There's celestial and demonic creatures and origin creatures that can just explode fireballs that damage things, 100 yards away. So being in a cave and storing all of your dinosaur tames in a cave is very important.
Yep.
We do have enough potent trank arrows that we could actually tame a Triceratops or a Strachiosaurus.
Yep.
So we're going to keep a lookout for those. For a Triceratops as we're traveling, because we're going to travel along the beach here.
Yeah. And it's a Triceratops like media.
Exactly. I'm also going to check very quickly and see if I can drop any weight. I mean, everything that I'm carrying is pretty useful, except I guess the berries.
Seeds and berries.
Yeah, but they only weigh like a pound anyway. So we're just gonna bring it all. We're going a little slower than we need to be.
But that's fine. Yeah.
Well, I know there's gonna be stone where we're going. So let's go ahead and drop half our stone. Let's see if we can craft a pickup relic. We can. This is from the Dino Pick Up Mod. So if we do find a Triceratops on the way, or a Strachiosaurus, we'll be able to pick him up and put him on our shoulder if we tame him.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep dropping weight here. We don't need... we really don't need any of the stone. I'd hate to drop wood because the place we're going doesn't have much wood. And I really don't want to drop those eggs.
Because those are very important.
Yeah, and we can talk about that now, actually, while we're flying, because this is pretty boring to watch. Now, there is an alpha dodo down here, and he looks like he's at a pretty safe spot because there's no enemies nearby. Oh, okay. Let's lure him over here, and then we'll land. We want to kill him for his resources.
I thought you were going to tame him.
Well, we can't tame him yet, and we'll talk about that soon. So there's a progression in this mod where you can't tame toxic enemies until you have regular dinosaur eggs. So you have to tame normal dinosaurs first to be able to make the ingredients to tame toxic dinosaurs. So we're going to be taming dodos at our new base.
I like it when you tame dodos.
Yep, and they're going to get us lots of eggs. So then...
Babies are just the cutest things ever.
They are. So once we get normal dodo eggs, we're going to tame toxic dodos. And then we're going to start laying toxic eggs. Well, the toxic eggs have the ingredients we need to... I'm leveling up weight on my bird to try to get him to go a little faster.
And
toxic dodos will lay toxic eggs, which we're going to need to tame alpha creatures. And we're going to tame alpha dodos first and get alpha eggs. Yes, Ellie.
And by the time that you have toxic dodos and normal dodos, the normal ones look like the babies, and the baby normal dodos look like nothing to the toxic dodos.
Right, yeah, these dodos are so big that they look like the mommies.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got some more loot from that box. We're going to keep a lookout for Triceratops and Strigosaurus. I don't really know the name. Whoa, what is that thing? Oh boy, that's an apex griffin. Do you know what that means? That means we stay the heck away from that.
At least it doesn't have a horn, so it won't use magic and kill you in one hit.
So those of you watching the video, if you follow this guide, I know this first episode is a lot, I wouldn't say boring, but it's very normal ARK stuff. We're not really getting into the mod yet. If you follow along for maybe 3 more episodes, you're going to have your own Apex Griffin. That's how fast we're going to advance through these early stages. We're just getting to this shelter, this base, and then we're going to start really talking nuts and bolts of the mod and really progress. By the end of the next episode, I'm hoping we might tame an alpha mantis.
Oh, yeah. And the best thing about mantises is you can put a pickaxe in every one of their hands, and then they can chop down trees for you. And that's super high and far.
Yeah, they do jump far. Alright, well, let's keep a lookout for Triceratops or Styracosaurus. Styracosaurus? I don't know the name. Oh, is that a beached whale? Oh, I guess it's just not real. It's just... I guess it's just part of the map. It's not really a whale, I think. I don't think I can harvest this. Alright, so now we're getting into the highlands. It's very dangerous here. There's a lot of raptors. Okay, let's see. Alpha dodo. And a toxic dodo. Okay, so we aggroed the alpha. We want to make sure the toxic doesn't sneak up behind us as we're killing the alpha. He's still there. He's still there. I made that mistake before.
Yeah.
Always look behind you. So it is a little risky stopping all the time to kill these dodos.
And Daddy, we're going to end the episode soon. Clark just woke up.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get to the cave, and we'll go ahead and end the episode.
Yes.
So you can use these little pointy triangle rocks as a reference point. Ooh, that is a big creature. We're going to go a little higher.
It looks like a T-Rex.
Let's add more weight to this bird. It is a Alpha Indominus Rex, level 85. It has 600 1,000 health points.
That's a lot.
Alright, so you can see these triangle rocks up here. These two rivers that come side by side. We are going to fly into one of these waterfalls. This waterfall here has crystal inside, and we'll grab that real quick so that it has time to respawn. So this is another nice reason why we're coming to this place to build, because we have a way to get crystal very close to our base, and it's pretty easy to get. You can run and jump over this part. Oh, I think I'm too encumbered too. Okay. So we got that crystal. Just be careful when you go in that cave that nothing out here is going to get your bird. Alright, and then yeah, you can see the landmarks here. There's these two rivers, and then right under this waterfall is a cave. We're going to put a behemoth stone gateway right here that is going to block off the whole entrance. And this cave, nothing spawns in it. You have a nice little water source there. You got some metal and obsidian.
Just in case you tame a shark.
Yeah, if you tame a shark, you could bring it back here in a cryopod. So I like to get that crystal first, and then get the obsidian right away. That'll kick off the timer for them to respawn, because we're going to need 150 obsidian to make the primal forge, and we're going to use the obsidian from this cave to make that. Well, I don't plan on doing a lot off camera during this playthrough. I really want to be recording the majority of the time. I'm not going to go out exploring and taming things off camera. But what I think I will do is I will start building out my base here. I'm not going to actually leave the cave. I'm just going to build with the resources that I have right now. Kind of set up a little base, and at the start of the next episode I will talk about what I did off camera. And yeah, for the next episode we're going to get into the nuts and bolts of actually taming some of these nasty creatures. We're going to work all our way up to taming alpha creatures, maybe tame an alpha mantis by the end of the next episode. And then the episode after that we're going to get into apex, elemental, and really work our way up. So this is where it's going to start getting good, guys. We survived. We made it here. We have a safe spot. We're gonna start to enjoy ourselves here moving forward. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. I hope this was informative, and keep a lookout for my next video. Take care.